in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Denver.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. You look at this Bears defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
At the 4-yard line.
Throwing Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed out behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Williams. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and 19. Looking to throw is Williams. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Taking it about the 16. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd down, Pollard again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. Yard line.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. On the move past the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. The Bears at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Chicago. They go high formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at a yard. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
He's across midfield.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Here's Nix. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Nix from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw is Nix. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now it's Nix. He's got a man. It's something that's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Roma Dunze with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and then they get third and short.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out.
And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the RPO. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches say. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4. Nix to the air. They'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing Nix.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his ball back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun again to Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Throwing is Williams. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Tony Pollard from 13 yards out. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This is 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Nix. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Operating from the gun. Nix.
Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run.
That's caught the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Nix.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So the field goal got him back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Pollard.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Chicago,